Welcome to the third practical of Arduino based system design lab. As discussed in a previous session, that is regarding part A, we have learned about how to send data to PC using the Hello World program. We have seen that. Now let us move for the second, that is nothing but program to receive data from PC. So to do this task, we will first of all understand about the program. This is nothing but the connection diagram. Here, the LED is connected to pin number 13 of Arduino Uno board via the resistor. So here the main function is to blink this LED depending upon the data received from the PC. Because here we want to know the functionality of pin RX present in a Arduino Uno board. So when Arduino Uno board receives some data on its RX pin, depending upon that the functionality of LED should be changed. So let us define that functionality. That is, for Arduino RX pin, we know that Arduino Uno board understands the binary language. So when RX pin receives, that is bit 0 from the PC, then LED should be turned off. And when it receives bit as a 1, then LED should be on. So this we have to write in the Arduino IDE. So for that, let us define the procedure to do this task. So what is the first procedure? First, you need to set up serial communication as discussed earlier. So how one can start serial communication using Arduino Uno? That is serial.begin with specified baud rate. Second, in the function in the loop, you have to actually first of all see, or you have to actually first of all observe, that is what is available on the serial pin of Arduino Uno board. So the command to do that will be serial.available. So I am just going to write here the steps, that is check availability of data on RX pin. So how one is going to do that? Using the serial.available. So these are nothing but the inbuilt command that Arduino IDE supports. So here our aim is to use these commands in according to our application. So using serial.available, one can check that something is available on serial on RX pin or not. And if it is available, then we should read that. So what will be the next step? So what will be the third step? So the third step in this experiment is to read the data on RX pin. So again, command to do this will be serial.read. If you examine all commands which are used for serial communication start with word serial dot the accessor, that is read, available, print, like that. So it's easy to use this command. So serial dot read is going to read the data which is available on RX pin. So what is the possibility? What are the possibilities of data? That is either the data can be either bit 0 or bit 1. Then what will be the next step? The next step here is, according to the statement, that is, if the Rx pin receives bit 0, then LED should be off, and if Rx pin receives bit 1, then LED should be on. So the same functionality needs to be defined. So here you need to check the bit received, and if it is received at bit 0, received as bit 0, then write low on pin 13, because on pin 13 we have connected the LED, and if the received bit is 1, then we have to write high on pin 13 so as to glow the LED. That's all. So the same procedure we will follow in Arduino IDE with the set of commands to complete the total program. So here now in this setup, as I told you earlier, you have to first of all set up the LED, that is LED pin equal to 13. So because I have connected the LED to pin number 13, then here in a setup you have to first of all set up the serial communication. So this we have already looked in our previous session. So set up the serial communication over here. Then as pin number 13 is selected, so we have to declare its functionality, whether that is input or output. So in the last sessions we have seen how to declare, that is using pin mode LED which is equal to 13 must be output. Then in the loop we have to write actually the functionality of the code, that is according to the steps we will go now. So we have set up with the serial communication. Then next is to check availability of data on Rx pin using serial.available. So the same statements have been written over here. That is, if serial.available is greater than 0, means if some data is available on the serial communication pin Rx, then follow the next steps. So the next steps followed will be, you have to read according to our step number 3, that is to read the data on the Rx pin. So serial.read. So accordingly serial.read, but we have to store this value into some variable. So I have declared a variable called value. So that's an integer. So at the start of program, globally I have to declare that is integer value which is set equal to 0. Then I have put a delay of 5 milliseconds so as to wait, because otherwise if the synchronization is not proper, then we can lose the data. So I have put the delay of 5 milliseconds. Then according to the next step, that is check the bit received, that is bit 0 or bit 1, and if the Rx pin receives bit 0, then write low on pin 13, and if Rx pin receives bit 1, then write high on pin 13. So we will write the code for this. That is, this is nothing but checking. If value received will be exactly equal to 1, then using digital write. Digital write, we have already seen these commands in our practical number 1 and 2. So using digital write, we are going to make the LED high. And similarly here we are going to print LED is on like string on the serial monitor. This is just for checking purpose. So here your LED is on because here the bit received is 1. But here if the value received will be exactly equal to 0, then write low on pin number 13. So this will make your LED off. So here LED is off. And similarly on the serial monitor it will give message as LED is off. So these print statements are just for checking purpose. But the main thing is to when the bit received is 1, then write high, and when the bit received is 0, then write low. So this is nothing but the total code. So I am going to verify the code now. So it gives me message done compiling, means no errors are present in the code. So similar to other experiments, we will do the same functionality using we will verify the code in a Proteus virtually. So here I am going to connect. Now according to connection diagram, I have to connect LED to pin number 13. So I am going to do that task now. So here in the peak, I have to choose LED. Then I need resistor. So I am going to take generic resistor. That's all. So here this red LED, I am going to take it over here, and I am going to connect this LED to pin number 13 via this resistor. Under this terminal you will get all these functionalities, that is ground, power, like that. Here I want ground terminal, so I am going to put ground it over here. And the value of this resistor I need to change. I need to change to, let us say, 220 ohms. That's all. So this is nothing but connection diagram. Here pin number 13, on pin number 13 of Arduino Uno board, the LED is connected via 220 ohm resistor. So already the virtual terminal is connected over here. So we have already written the code in Arduino Uno. So I am going to take the hex path of the file. And similar to other experiments, I am going to copy that path over here, so that Arduino Uno in Proteus starts working according to the code. So now let us run this. So you can observe here, when I press 1, LED is on. You can observe it over here. When I send 0 using PC, then LED is off. When I press 1, again LED is on. When I press 0, again LED is off. So here in this manner one can make use of RX pin, that is used to receive data from PC. So thank you.